1957 Jaguar XKSS. The Jaguar XKSS is a sports car produced by Jaguar and sold in limited numbers. Our founder's original last name, Field. The XKSS became a product of a partnership between Jaguar and renowned sports car manufacturer, Daimler. The idea was to build a series of limited edition sports cars that would take advantage of unused inventory from Jaguar's Le Mans win in 1951. In 1957, the company produced two more series of 5 cars each. In total, 26 XKSSs were produced between 1954 and 1957. Number 9. 1948 is equal to 1950 Aston Martin 2-liter Sports DB1. The Aston Martin 2-liter Sports DB1 was a prototype racing car, built in 1947. The car was subsequently modified and raced the following year under the name of DB2. The DB1 was a 2-liter sports car with a 4-cylinder engine, equipped with a twin overhead camshaft and a supercharger. It was a 2-seater concept model, but with room to carry one passenger behind the driver. This example is one of only 3 surviving prototypes from the original batch of 10 cars. In 1948, it competed at Silverstone and finished 15th. The 1948 to 1950 Aston Martin 2-liter Sports DB1 is a sports car that has been described as the most beautiful sports car ever made. It was the first model produced by Aston Martin, after David Brown bought the company in 1947. It was designed by Claude Hill and built by Carrozzeria Touring's chief stylist, Felice Bianchi Anderloni. The DB1 was an evolution of the pre-war Aston Martin 1-liter and 2-liter cars. The 2-liter engine was a 1.6L, 1588cc/97 in Superscript 3. Number 8. 1948 to 1950 Talbot-Lago T26 Grand Sports. The Talbot-Lago T26 Grand Sport is a sports car that was produced by the French manufacturer Talbot from 1948 until 1950. It was based on the previous Talbot-Lago T26 model, but had a more streamlined body designed by Fagoni E.T. Pulaski. The Grand Sport was powered by a 4.5-liter 6-cylinder engine, producing 240 horsepower at 4,500 RPM. The engine was mated to a 4-speed manual transmission. The suspension used leaf springs in the front and rear with hydraulic shock absorbers. The car's top speed was about 155 miles per hour. A striking sports car with a superb chassis and a V8 engine, the Talbot-Lago T26 Grand Sport was as capable as it was beautiful. Its beautiful shape and performance meant that it was popular on European racetracks between 1948 and 1950. Although the T26 Grand Sport was expensive and not suitable for everyday use, it became beloved by drivers and enthusiasts alike. Number 7. 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda Convertible. The Plymouth Hemi Cuda Convertible has become the stuff of legend. We know it exists, but there are only 2 or 3 known to exist. Also, it's not for sale. The vintage car was displayed at the 2010 Concours d'Elegance in Carmel, California. The car is believed to be one of 3 built by Chrysler Corporation in 1971. It was rumored that 2 were destroyed in crashes while making test runs on the Chrysler Proving Grounds road course. This is the only one left. This is what makes it so rare. A 2-door hardtop body shell was married with a convertible top and installed on the existing unibody frame. A 426 Hemi V8 engine was mounted in the engine bay. The car's air cleaner assembly is stamped M-22129-1A, the same as all 1971 Hemi Cuda convertibles, but the carburetor is stamped 6245536, a super stock carburetor. Only one 4-speed manual transmission was installed in each of these convertibles, and this unit too was reportedly used in a 1971 Hemi Cuda hardtop crush demonstration vehicle prior to installation in this convertible chassis.
Number 6. 1905 Rolls-Royce 15 HP. The first Rolls-Royce car was produced in 1904 and was known as the Car of Kings because there were only 6 built at the time and all of them were acquired by kings and high nobility. Rarer than other models is a 1905 Rolls-Royce 15 HP. There were so few of these cars ever made that it was not even certified by the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders. But to tell you the truth, this model is also one of the most beautiful cars to look at. The classic design makes it look like an expensive antique. Its body was all handcrafted and its engine had a capacity of 14.72 liters. It could reach up to 70 miles per hour, and it featured an electric starting system and gas lamps that would light up when needed.
Number 5. 1954 Packard Panther-Daytona Roadster. The 1954 Packard Panther-Daytona Roadster, produced by the defunct car company of the same name, is considered one of the most valuable and rarest American cars in existence. Only 5 such models were ever made, and each sold for $3.5 million back in 1990. The 1954 Packard Panther-Daytona Roadster is a 2-door touring car from the classic era of American automobiles. The car was designed at the direction of James Nance, who was the company's chief stylist from 1948 to 1957. The final design was executed under the supervision of Frank Spring. The aluminum body was created by Carrozzeria Ghia in Turin, Italy, and constructed on a modified GMB platform chassis. The inspiration for this car came from a concept car called the Packard Cavalier that was designed by Nance for the 1953 Motorama at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City. This particular version met with a great deal of interest from buyers, but had been rejected by management for not being practical enough to build in large numbers. The result of this rejection was a new design by Nance and Spring that became known as the Panther-Daytona. The name was taken from Daytona Beach, Florida, which held an annual event called the Daytona Beach Road Races, now known as Daytona 500. The car's bodywork featured long, low lines and incorporated both hidden headlights and retractable hardtops. It has been said that no other cars exude an aura of sporting elegance like these.